fed them their apples. They were very happy. See? What a cute little town. I like it here. So my camera died, but I just want to document this. So I just finished my hike. I was gone for hours. I mean, like, so many hours. It was like an 8-mile hike. And I had this feeling that something was missing. Flashed in my head where I was like,
do I have my keys? I haven't seen my keys.
I get to the car and I go in my backpack and they're not there. I've been gone since 11 a.m. It's now 3:30. And I'm like, I have the keys to my Airbnb, to the car, my ID, my everything, like my wallet. I mean, I'll spoil it. I found them. They're right here. But as you can see, like, it's like all together on here. So I get back to the car and I'm like, okay, I know Mercury is in retrograde and going a little bit wonky every now and again, but let me go to the volunteer center. Like, I know that they're there. Like, if I dropped them on the trail, someone found them, like, and turn them in. So I go to the freaking volunteer center and they have them. I left them in the door of the car.
Flashback.
So I came back to the car real quick. Let's go.
End of flashback.
And a park ranger saw them dangling from the door and turned them in. So thank you to the park ranger that saw my keys and turned them in. They were all so happy when I came to collect my keys. They were like,
yay! We're hoping you'll come back.
And when I asked if they had them, they were like,
what's your first name?
and I said,
Like Carly.
They're like,
and how do you pronounce your last name?
and that's when I knew they had them. I was like,
wait, so does that mean you have them?
Because my last name is 13 letters long. It doesn't make any sense. So I was like, thank you to the volunteer center for maintaining my keys, and thank you so much to the park ranger that turned them in. What a riveting end to a beautiful, fun day. Okay, bye. Source, the universe, whatever it is good. Hello. I am about to start making myself some dinner. I just got back. Well, no, I didn't. I got back from my hike like 2.5 hours ago. I picked up, I believe it's called a pumpkin squash. I got this at the Salvies Island Farmers Market on Halloween, actually. I sliced this puppy in half. I am going to scoop out the seeds, but I figured I would just kind of give you the lowdown on how my hike went. I'm making just a stuffed squash, essentially, and I'm very excited. I've never had this kind of squash before. Big squash fan, big vegetable enthusiast in general. So basically you want to just scoop out all of the pulp and seeds. Definitely put the seeds aside if you like roasted squash seeds. I'm putting all of my food scraps in this metal bowl that I have in the freezer. This Airbnb, they don't have a place for compost, which is kind of weird because it's on a farm. So you would think they would have a compost pile, but that's okay. I'm just gonna freeze all my food scraps and then bring them home so that I can compost them. You wanna have your two halves like this. I'm going to get some olive oil and drizzle it. And I'm honestly just going to use my fingers and rub the olive oil so that it's coating all of this here. So I have the oven preheated, by the way. It's at 425. I prefer to have them face up because then they get kind of crispy on the top. Then I'm going to add some salt and pepper. Simple as that. Get a little bit of pepper on there. Ooh, rose gold. Fancy. So I'll just pop these on here. Into the oven they will go. So I just collected as many seeds as I could from that squash and then put olive oil, salt, and pepper on them. And I'm just mixing that all up. And I'm gonna throw those in the oven too. Today was really, really fun. It was cool being by myself on the trail. I met some really nice people along the way. One guy stopped and was like telling me all about the falls used to be lava flow like 15 million years ago, and that's what carved the way and all of that. Pro tip, so slice your onion in half as such, in half. If you want to find dice on it, slice it through, but not all the way. Through like this. And not all the way to the end so that you have something to grip with. And then your onion will be finely diced. Your fingies, always curl them under. I feel like I was mid-sentence. I was just saying I met a lot of really nice people. One of them was nice enough just to stop and chat with me and give me some information. He said he goes to Silver Falls like once a week. I'm sure he lives around here. I have our red onion chopped over here, ready to go. Now we're gonna get some garlic, like 3 or 4 cloves. If you don't know how to chop garlic, you whack it, which brings the peel right off. We'll just cut the tip off here, cut it in half, and then cut little slices long ways. Next up, I have to dice an apple. I brought some snacks with me on my hike. I just got some stuff from the bulk section at the local market here and put them in these muslin bags. The brand is Simple Ecology. I'll link them below. They're just from Amazon. So I went and got some granola. I got some of those sesame stick snacks, dried mango slices. So I got those. Also the Airbnb that I'm in, she left some bananas and clementines, so I brought those with. Got my apple chopped up. I'm gonna take 1 sausage link. Make sure that you're pretty consistently stirring your onion and garlic. That nice sizzle. Those get nice and fragrant. Also, let's check on our squash. Oh yeah, she looks ready. So we can go ahead and take her out. There's our squash. Ooh. So I just really quickly threw in a 1/4 teaspoon of sage, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to add in my apple and sausage. I feel like I want more sausage than that. Let's add in the kale. Cooking is a challenge on its own. One that I love, but a challenge nonetheless. But filming while you're cooking is a whole nother thing. Anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed my time hiking the Trail of 10 Falls. There's a lot of information on like who started it, and you know, the Parks and Recreation Department blossomed and all of this, and it was really cool, and you know, it's good to know. But I couldn't stop thinking about how like all these signs were saying like, you know, untraveled lands were turned into this beautiful state park, and it's like, I'm so certain that they were traveled by indigenous people who, you know, inhabited those lands before white people. I don't know. Something I'm struggling with currently is what to do about that. Yeah, if anyone has suggestions or ideas on like reparations for how to handle, I don't know. It's like this loop of thought, because it's like, oh, I feel guilty, and then it's like, well, this isn't about me, it's about them, and then it's like, what can I even do other than like be a kind human and respect people, I guess. Just something that I often think about and still trying to figure out how to handle. Okay, let's move on to the last part of this recipe, which is to add in 1 can of pumpkin, which I had some leftover pumpkin puree. Let's mix that in, and then it said a tablespoon of maple syrup. I'm just gonna eyeball that. Oh, that seems good. I'm gonna add some walnuts. I roasted these seeds I'll put those on top as well. Good morning, beautiful beings. It's not actually morning. It's like 12:45 now. I'm about to check out of my Airbnb. I asked for like an extension instead of leaving at 11. I'm heading out at 1. I just wanted to have a nice slow morning and be able to kind of relax and enjoy some peace and solitude here. That is exactly what I did. I woke up this morning and it was wild looking outside. There's just this thick blanket of fog over like everything. As a matter of fact, I see the sun shining through the fog for the first time since I woke up at like 8 o'clock this morning. So I woke up and made myself some coffee with some steamed oat milk. The host left some waffles, some like freezer waffles, and I just so happened to bring maple syrup with me for the recipe that I made last night. So I got to have one of my childhood favorites of frozen toaster waffles with butter and syrup. And then I just kind of lazied around. I wrote, I read. I made sure to write a note in the guest book for Ginger, the Airbnb host. There's a little book, so you can write just a little thank you and something about your stay. So I wrote her a little note. I did some creative writing for myself. I even got inspired to do some drawing, which was really nice because I love to draw, but I don't practice very often, so when I do get inspiration to draw, it's really fun. So yeah, this was a wonderful time. I'm excited to head back to Portland, but this was the perfect escape from my routine to kind of kickstart me into a more at peace, healthier mindset. I'm feeling really grateful for getting to take this trip. I think I'm actually going to film a little like tiny house tour just because it's so cool. Like, what a neat concept. Oh my gosh, the sky is blue! I just noticed that behind me the sky is blue. It has been a thick blanket of fog all morning, so that is really exciting. I'm gonna go collect apples and feed the horses because I made a promise to them that I would bring them apples. And then I'm not really sure what my plans are gonna be. I want to go check out maybe some shops or a cute cafe or restaurant in the town and then head back to Portland. Thank you, Sublimity, Oregon and Silverton. And thank you to Ginger, my Airbnb host, for having such a cute, peaceful oasis in the middle of Oregon farmland. It's been wonderful. Peace. Found the apple tree. Hi, babies. Good morning. Hi, sweet baby. Guess what I brought for you today? Apples. You're so cute. Yeah, oh yeah. Hey, you dropped half of it. Here you go. You're like chewing in his ear. Just hanging out with my new pals. You guys are freaking models. Work it. So I came to this cute little cafe. It's called Live Local Cafe. They have an outdoor area right on a creek. I got a crepe. I'm so excited. I decided that I'm just gonna go explore Silverton today. It looks like such a cute little town. thing just scared the out of me. Oh, I've just come across the most unique ancient antique. A flip phone. I see you down there, creepy.
There you go. Thank you.
Have a good rest of your
You
day.
too.
What a cute little town. They've got a whole walk full of antique shops and good food. I like it here. Okay. What is happening on this van? Alright, I think it's officially time to end off this vlog. I'm really glad that I decided to walk around Silverton today instead of whatever else I was gonna do. It's a really quaint little town with a lot of cute local shops. I got a candle. Oh, it smells so good. It's cedar and vanilla. So I got a candle. I got myself some vintage clothes. Also from the vintage store, they were selling this local soap, Silver Creek Soap Company. So I got the patchouli scent of that. It's cute. It's like wrapped in cloth packaging. 10 out of 10 for sustainability. Yeah, it was a really great day all around, and now the sun is setting and I'm gonna head back to Portland. Well, of course, right on schedule. It is 4:44 p.m. That's the time I left to come here, so that must be the sign that it is time to go. This has been an awesome vacation, and that just about wraps it up. Mental wellness reminder of the day. Sometimes you gotta just say it. Bye. I had to pull over to document what I'm looking at right now.